Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 7-2, going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 8-1.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard. Line. Run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jaron Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run the counter now on first down. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And Succop will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second down following the run. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't beat the
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here to his running back. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 8-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Nelson, the man in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Carr. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Ten yards still left on second down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr to throw on second down. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 5.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Wilson off the bootleg. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, Raider 2. Hey, 7:34.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And some space here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw with Carr. And ejects this one down to Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin. Coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
6, 8, 9, 9. Here we go. 180.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense showing blitz.
Down. 280. Express. Down. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Succop will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. take him down, and the clock will roll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.